Game 1 of the second round NHL playoffs is in the books, and the Florida Panthers got their ass kicked 5-1 after taking the lead in the second period and just giving up 5 unanswered goals from the Boston Bruins. It feels like a Game 7 advantage with how they played against the Maple Leafs, and like they still have the momentum fire in them. And the Florida Panthers just seem as though, as they have that rust, and I said this in the preview, will the rust be a factor? Maybe so. However, there were some key factors of why we lost this game. The key factor number 1, Jeremy Swayman. Let's get that out of the way first. Jeremy Swayman was brilliant. He was excellent. He gave up 1 goal, but since then he's been unstoppable. Bobrovsky, he was not. He's mortal. Number 2, Aaron Ekblad. Let me put that out there. Aaron Ekblad was terrible tonight. He keeps turning the puck over. That's one thing. Anybody can turn the puck over, right? But then when you have one of the goals that you've given up, I forgot whoever it was. It might have been Lorai or Carlo. You give a screen to your whole player. He screens Bobrovsky. I mean, come on. I mean, you got to be kidding me with that. So that's the big factor there. I'm like, sit Ekblad down. He's terrible. Apparently, Bennett didn't play this game either. So there's that fiasco. So let's get the stats out of the way. Florida has 39 shots on goal, really outscoring the Boston Bruins 11-1 in the third period. And then, of course, they still capitalized with nothing. And 29 shots on goal only to the Bruins. They got 5 in. They got 69 hits, which is, 54 hits for Florida Panthers. And Florida Panthers have a whopping 24 penalty minutes. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. 24 penalty minutes, and that's based off from the misconducts. So it's just insanity. Insanity to me. So let's see. Florida got 3 power play opportunities. They capitalized none. Boston Bruins got 2 power play opportunities. They capitalized nothing. Some of the power plays, they didn't even get a shot on goal. Anyway, Bobrovsky versus Swayman. First period was tense, I would say. The crowd was rocking. It was pretty nice. Both teams wanted something. I feel like Boston wanted it more because, like I said in the preview, they're out for blood. They want revenge. Just like the Celtics did against the Heat. They want revenge. And this might be a perfect chance to do so. Patrick Brown gets called for a hold against Stenlund. Florida goes on the power play. They did nothing with it, so power play is killed off. Some shots on goal for the Florida Panthers. And Swayman was right there to catch it all. Then Reinhart gets called for a high stick against Pastrnak. They get a 2-minute power play, and that power play wind up carrying over to the second period, which that power play would wind up being killed off with that situation. Then a few minutes after the end of the second period, which I want to say about 10 minutes. 11 minutes, excuse me. So 10 minutes after the power play is over, we would get a goal. They're saying it's Reinhardt's, but honestly, ESPN is accurate with this reporting. It is Matthew Tkachuk with that wrist shot in. That was just a beauty from the right side. And he is assisted by Alexander Barkov. Barkov gets his 4th assist. Tkachuk gets his 4th goal of the playoffs. 1-0 Florida. So, looks good. Great start so far. Or was it? So, it's a remnant of the Game 7 with Boston versus Maple Leafs. Florida takes the lead. Reminds her that Toronto took the lead. A minute later, Boston come out swinging. And that is what we need to look out for in Game 2. So after the Tkachuk goal, Boston just goes on a reign of terror. Pastrnak gets an assist. That's his 3rd assist of the playoffs. Zacha gets his 3rd assist of the playoffs. Morgan Geekie in the 4th line. Or was he? Yeah, no, he's one of the 4th line. He gets a snapshot in to tie the game up. Boston had too many men on ice a minute after that. So Florida goes on the power play. They did get 1 or 2 shots on goal, but still that power play is killed off. And then 2 minutes after that, it's just horrible how it just happened like this. With Sacha getting another assist, Witherspoon gets an assist with the primary assist, and off the snap shot, it's Mason Lohrei with his first playoff goal of the season. Great. And then a few minutes after that, this one I can't get mad at. There's one reason why. Assisted by Trent Frederick and Charlie Coyle. Oh, actually, no, I can't get mad at this for one reason only. It's that freaking Ekblad decided to scream Bobrovsky. And he got in the way of Bobrovsky viewing Brandon Carlos wrist shot in, and then Boston takes a 3-1 lead over the Florida Panthers. That's the one reason I would get mad at that. But Carlo himself, I'm going to step away from it because I will say this too. As much as I hate the Boston Bruins, I got to congratulate Brandon Carlo for becoming a father. I mean, that's a wonderful news to him. So congratulations on becoming a dad. And and then he got a goal. That must be a great 24 hours for him. But either way, we're down by 2 in the third period with 3-1. Lindholm gets called for holding a stick on Verhaeghe. Florida goes on the power play. They get 1 or 2 shots on goal. Or actually 4 shots on goal, but all that were saved by Swayman. I mean, because why not? And then 6 minutes after that, Mason Lohrei gets second assist, and James Van Randisk gets his third assist of the playoffs off the breakaway backhand. Is Justin Brazeau with the backhand to make it 4-1, and this is where I lose my marbles, kinda, because Florida is capable of making the other team sweat and make wrong decisions. And they're outshooting them 11-1 at this point. Boston's second shot on goal in the third period is a goal. It cannot happen. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. Oh, and another thing why I would lose my marbles. Not because of 11-1 outshooting, but right before Brazeau scores his first playoff goal, Lundell was hit with the high stick. The referee saw it right in front of it. Referee saw it right in front of him. Saw the action. Lundell got hit with the high stick. Didn't make the call, and that led to this goal. Lundell, understandably upset. I saw the replay. I think everyone saw the replay. That is a disgusting missed call there. Just how do you miss it when it's right in front of you? Anyway, they're not, as ironic as it sounds, they're not the reason why we lost the game. We lost the game for a couple of reasons. One, Eric Ekblad stinks. Well, actually, I can't single him out because the rest of the team just couldn't find a way. And that leads to number 2 is Jeremy Swayman. Jeremy Swayman is a good goalie in this one. But you gotta make that call. You gotta make that call. I mean, he saw it, didn't make the call. Just, I don't know. With 5 minutes left of the game, Paul Maurice decided to do the ambitious effort to pull out Bobrovsky while being down 4-1. Not as crazy as Cooper would when they're being down 5-1, and then or 4-1, 5-1. Well, actually, no, that's a little bit ironic to say. Whatever. And then no surprise there, it didn't work out. Brad Marchand assists DeBrusque, and the game ends 5-1. And then by the end of the game, Ekman Larsson, Nick Cousins, Witherspoon, Trent Frederick, both beating the crap out of each other. Like they were beating the crap out of each other. And there's 2 misconducts from Cousins and Ekman Larsson. And then Trent Frederick is gone too. So there's some ejections at the game. And then so with that out of the way, Rodriguez has to go to the box to serve that penalty. And Boston will go on the power play. Then Parker Witherspoon gets called for a penalty. And then, it remains a 4-on-4 for the rest of the game. and it's 5-1 Boston Bruins. They take this series 5-1. It seems like the Boston Bruins wanted this game more. They wanted this game more, and so that's where that happened. Okay, so remember when I said they had 39? Florida has 39 shots on goal. Well, they just updated, and then it's officially 40 shots on goal. It doesn't matter, and then they just updated the penalty minutes for Boston Bruins as well. So it's now 18 penalty minutes. But either way, with the updated stats aside, it really doesn't matter. It does not matter for one reason. We still lost this game. We let the comeback happen. We lost 5-1. They kept scoring 5. They scored 5 unanswered points. And that's something that we need to figure out in Game 2. Game 2 might be very important. Because after Game 2, we go up to Boston on Friday and Sunday. And that's literally the toughest place to play in. And then in this season alone, we still have yet to beat Boston Bruins, and that's concerning enough. Everyone has us as being Boston Bruins in this series, but they forgot. They literally did not do the research, and literally didn't realize that we have not beaten Boston Bruins in this season alone. We were close twice. But either way, I'm not going to panic. I know that's what they hate. That's the words that they hate coming out of my mouth. But I'm not going to panic in this one. It's just Game 1. It is just Game 1. Game 2, I would expect them to figure this out, and then come out and play better. Hopefully Sam Bennett's available, because we really need that. We really need that defense mentality. But I'm going to refresh one more time to see if they updated the stars of the game, and they did not. So I'm going to predict who's going to be the stars of the game. So obviously, no surprise there. It's going to be Jeremy Swayman with 1 star. I'm going to put that out there, so he's going to be one of the stars of the game. But the other 2, I'm going to say Brendan Carlo, because I think he had a good one. And I'm going to think of 2 options. I'm going to say either Morgan Lerai or Morgan Geekie for stars of the game. That's who I predict for these. But let me know if I get it right or wrong. But either way, guys, I really don't care anymore. Game 2 on Wednesday, and I would suspect Florida Panthers to come out and play harder and play better in Game 2 than how they played tonight. We'll see what happens. Folks. It's just Game 1. Either way, guys, that's going to do it for this one. This loss sucks, but nothing we can do about it now. So anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami TV gets it back. And when he does, hit me right there with the fear entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TV. Sign off, folks. Got it.